Welcome to the 37th installment of Em Alejandro, your number one place for sports, cars, video games, fitness. If you're a man, you're here. Mr. Alejandro, I'm about to tell him.
What you about to tell him, Alejandro?
I'm about to tell you about the top 5 best power forwards in the NBA league.
Tell him, Alejandro.
Number 5, I got Zebo, Zach Randolph. He's very dark-skinned, he's round, he's bald-headed, he gets it in down low, he's a goon in the paint, he hustles, he's aggressive, he's everything you need in a big man. That's why he's my number 5 power forward in the league. He averages 17.5 points, 10.6 rebounds, and 2.7 assists. Double-double, he's the man. Shout out to Big Zach Randolph. Number 4, I got the Eagle, Dirk Nowitzki. I call him the Eagle because he lets it fly. He is wet. He's automatic. He can create a shot off the dribble. He can go left. He can go right. He can finish in the paint. He got free throws. He got three-pointers. And he's 7 feet tall. It's like you just made somebody from a video game. Dirk Nowitzki is averaging 21.8 points, 6.2 rebounds, 2.9 assists, and a steal. I would like for him to get his rebounds up because those 6.2 rebounds, those are soft numbers. And he was soft when he first came to the league. But he's a goal now, so Dirk needs to get them rebounds up. Number 3, I got LaMarcus Aldridge. He's having a career season. Shout out to LaMarcus Aldridge. His Portland Trailblazers are definitely making some noise in the Western Conference. I don't think that they're going to beat the Oklahoma City Thunder in the playoffs, but they're still making noise, so I got to show them some love. LaMarcus Aldridge is averaging 24.4 points, 11.6 rebounds. He's averaging a double-double, 2.8 assists, 0.9 steals, and a block. Shout out to LaMarcus Aldridge. I like his game. He's also wet, and he can play in the post. He got to get his vision up, though. I need some more assists and some more defense, please. But shout out to LaMarcus Aldridge. He's my number 3. Number 2, I got the dunker machine, Blake Griffin. A lot of people underestimate Blake Griffin's game and say all he can do is dunk. But no, I've been observing Blake throughout the years in the NBA, and he's definitely developing and progressing. Just the other day when he was playing against the Miami Heat, by the way, this was a great game. I was going crazy on Twitter. If you didn't see it, you missed out. He was running a little bit of point guard with Chris Paul out due to injury. So he's got some handles. Blake Griffin is posting up. He's facing up and beating big men with his speed and quickness. He's passing the ball pretty well. And I need a little bit more defense. But other than that, Blake Griffin is definitely well-rounding his game. Not just dunking the ball, you know. Anyway, Blake Griffin is averaging 23 points, 9.7 rebounds, 3.5 assists. That's big. 1.2 steals and 0.6 blocks. Like I said before, I need a little bit more defense. Maybe if you grew a goon beard, you'd probably play a little bit tougher. Other than that, I like how Blake Griffin's looking. Shout out to Blake Griffin. A lot of Blake Griffin haters. I don't know why. I like Blake Griffin. And my number 1 best power forward in the league. Please, I know you already know who it is. It don't matter. Drum roll, please. Kevin Love. A lot of people be hating on Kevin Love because he's a white boy. Yo, Kevin Love gets it in. He's dirty. He's rugged. He bangs down low. And there's a certain thing about him, like rebounding. Yeah, you got to be big and strong. But then there's also just basic fundamentals. Somebody like Kevin Love, David Lee, they just got those type of intangibles to just be in the right place at the right time. Kevin Love is a rebounding machine. Kevin Love is having a great season. Hopefully in a few years he comes to the New York Knicks because we could definitely use a guy like Kevin Love. Kevin Love is averaging monster numbers, 25.5 points, 13.1 rebounds, double-double, 4 assists, and 0.8 steals. I like Kevin Love. And he's shooting the ball now. He's averaging more than 2 3-pointers made per game. Shout out to Kevin Love. Here are a few guys that are very good power forwards, but they just simply could not make my top 5. Chris Bosh. A lot of people be hating on Chris Bosh, especially since coming to Miami. They like to say how every now and then he has like a little feminine move or something like that. Listen, Chris Bosh could play the game of basketball. He can shoot the ball pretty good. He can post up and he can rebound. Now, I know a lot of people be like, nah, he don't be posting up and rebounding in Miami. That's because he don't got to post up and rebound in Miami. He has a team that helps him out. When he was alone in Toronto, he had to average a double-double and post up and get dirty with his skinny frame. Now he can chill and be outside on the perimeter the way that he wants to be. I like Chris Bosh, and people be underestimating Chris Bosh's defense. Chris Bosh plays some good defense. I've seen him make some timely block shots, especially in the NBA Finals. I can respect Chris Bosh's game, even though every now and then he moves a little bit feminine. So shout out to Chris Bosh. I like him. Paul Millsap, my son Milli, he be banging down low. I remember when he first got his weight up back when Boozer and Darren Williams was on the Utah Jazz. Now he's out here with the Hawks, hawking it up. I believe he's an all-star this year. Shout out to Paul Millsap. I like him.
Shout out!
Derrick Favors, he has a lot of potential. He is young. I believe he's 22 years young. Derrick Favors could really be a force in this league. He's a good defender. He's a double-double man. and he's getting burned out there in Utah. Shout out to Derrick Favors. I like him.
Shout out!
Andray Blatche, he's probably more of a center, but I would list him as a power forward because he's athletic. Andray Blatche, he's been lighting it up this year for the Brooklyn Nets. I like Andray Blatche a lot. He was one of the clowns in Washington with JaVale McGee, John Wall, Nick Young. So I'm glad that he came a long way from being a kind of a clown to really balling now. That's what it's supposed to be. And he's from New York, so shout out to Andray Blatche.
Shout out!
And my underachiever would be Josh Smith. I'm real upset with Josh Smith. I feel like he smokes way too much, and he should really be focusing on the game of basketball. You know what I'm saying? The talent that he has at 6'9", 225, 230, being able to block shots the way that he blocks shots, dunk the ball the way that he can dunk the ball. He can grab a rebound and go coast to coast. Josh Smith, I'm upset that him and the Atlanta Hawks with Joe Johnson and Coach Mike Woodson didn't go a little bit further when they had the chance in Al Horford. I feel like Josh Smith, his skill, his potential, his skill set is not like LeBron James, but he can compete with LeBron James. It's like, if I see Kawhi Leonard compete with LeBron James, Jimmy Butler, and Paul George, who's going to be a stud, I feel like Josh Smith should be putting in work. That's just how I feel, man. Josh Smith, and he needs to improve his jump shot and his decision to shoot. Like, he's not a very good three-point shooter. This boy swears he's Ray Allen, and he fiends out to shoot 8, 9, 10 3-pointers a game. Why? When the home crowd is saying no as you're releasing the ball, bro, don't shoot that ball. Put the ball on the ground, drive to the hoop, draw a foul, slam it in somebody's face, get aggressive. Please stop shooting the ball as much as you do and put the ball in the hole. That's one of the problems I have with Carmelo Anthony also. The both of them tend to settle for a jump shot. When it's like, when they drop to the hole, they like me, they're unstoppable. And if you got a problem with that, tell them in the comments.
Tell him.
Tonight's bow tie is brought to you by Countess Mara. Black and white stripes looking right. Gotta keep it tight. Tune in for more sports cars, video game fitness, and all that. Follow at Em Alejandro on Twitter to hear my immediate reaction to live sports events. Outro music.
It's Mr. Alejandro's top 5. It's Mr. Alejandro's top 5. Tell him, yo, top 5. Gotta tell him, yo, top 5. It's Mr. Alejandro's top 5. Mr. Alejandro's top 5. It's Mr. Alejandro's top 5. It's Mr. Alejandro's top 5. Mr. Alejandro's top 5. Top 5. Top 5. G-E-A. Tell him, G-E. Tell him, G-E. Tell him, G-E. Top 5.